Before I begin today's video, if you want to help GOP rising star Kim Klacik succeed in her congressional run out there in the Baltimore area of Maryland, please do so through the link in the description box below. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Kim Klacik's appearance on The View. Now, I figured this would be a dumpster fire straight from the beginning. I saw her put it on Twitter, said, hey, I'm going to be on The View on Friday. I'm like, uh-oh, this is going to be something right here, because you are a conservative woman, a black woman going on The View with a bunch of liberal crazy hens. Oh, man, it's going to be a mess. But she handled herself pretty well. And if I could find that full clip that she's in, I'll link to that in the box. But I do have one clip that I got to show you. It kind of encapsulates what was going on throughout the entire appearance. After we get done watching that, I'll talk about what was said there. Then I give you my 2 cents, my deep detail analysis, and then I wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Come on, Kim. Excuse me, I have to say something to you. He told Bob Woodward that it was a very serious issue and it's airborne and that it was terrible. And then he went out and told the American people, don't wear masks, it's all going to go away. You have to put some blame on your president. I'm sorry. You're putting it on something extraneous here. Talk to the point, please.
Is this Joy speaking? The same Joy? The same Joy that paraded around in blackface not too long ago? Come on, Joy. I don't think you should be asking these questions. I am an African-American.
Excuse me. The black community had my back. They know that that was not blackface. That was an homage. Oh, please, just answer the question.
The black community has your back? The black community has your back?
They do. Sonny,
the black community did not vote for you. Well, the black community did not vote for you. What planet
it was during a special election. Sonny, can I speak?
What planet are you living on?
It was during a special election while we were still under lockdown and I could not talk to people. Can I speak, or are you just going to scream over me?
This becomes a big... Listen, Kim, good luck to you. Thanks to Kim Klacik.
That was very immature, but thank you for having me.
All right, you saw that, you heard that. Now, this is pretty much what you get from the left. A lot of hypocrisy, a lot of disrespect, not letting you finish, real childish type stuff. Let's talk about Joy. That was an epic burn. You're talking about third degree. You know, you're talking about wildfire burn from Kim Klacik to Joy Behar, bringing up the whole blackface thing. It's like, is this Joy? Am I talking to Joy? The blackface person? You asking me a question? You trying to talk to me about what's going on? Really? You trying to, like, you know, throw accusations and you trying to get me hemmed up? You need to not be talking about that. And her response was ridiculous, talking about the black community had my back. It's like, are you sure about that, ma'am? Because last I checked, I'm part of the black community. You know, you got some morons online that might want to, like, excommunicate me from the black community, but you can't. I'm here. What are you going to do about it? All right. I support her. A lot of us support her, and we want her to succeed. Now, Sunny Hostin ought to be ashamed of herself. I'm not sure if she identifies as black or Puerto Rican or whatever she wants to be, but different story. I digress. She needs to relax, because Joy Behar clearly had on some kind of blackface. All right. Is paying homage. Well, if a little boy is 10 years old and he puts on blackface to be Mr. T or Booker T from WWF or whatever, I mean, is that blackface paying homage? I'm not really sure what the difference is. Right. You guys on the left will call something like that blackface. I mean, it's interesting how the left operate. Ralph Northam had a whole yearbook picture with a guy in blackface, another guy in a Klan outfit. That was in his yearbook, not in high school, not even in undergrad. This is in medical school. He's 25 years old doing this, a full grown man. Probably got a beard and kids and a house and everything else, a car note, probably smoked Newports every day. I mean, this is a full grown man working on cars in the whole nine. Okay. If you're 25 years old, you could have got that car on a 5-year loan, like when you graduated college, and you pretty much be done paying it off at that point. So there was no excuse. They gave him a pass for that. But imagine if that were Donald Trump in the same situation that Ralph Northam was in, having some guys in his yearbook in the Klan robe and blackface. Talking about, so that's not me. Well, who is it then? They would not accept that from Trump, but different story, I digress. The point is that they gave Joy Behar all kind of passes and whatnot for the blackface type outfit, the black afro, all this and that and the third. Okay, they gave her a pass for that, and then Sunny Hostin is giving her a pass and then trying to attack the black woman. So let me get this straight: white supremacy on the right is so bad. On the left, you're gonna defend people wearing blackface that are white and attack an actual black person for what though? Talking about the black community didn't vote for you. They don't have your back. Well, excuse me. Like she said, it's a special election. It's during the virus and we're fighting an uphill battle. We're in a place where it goes Democrat regardless. If Kim Klacik was running as a Democrat, she probably would win. If there was no Kwasi Fume, if she was the one that was on the ticket, she probably win. Because people just vote a lot of times just straight ticket regardless. You got to really be able to change minds, and that's not going to be easy task out there. West Baltimore, Howard, I mean, you are trying to do something that's not been done before. All right. And that was a special election. It wasn't the actual general election, and she got a lot of the vote. Really, I think this was her first time running in this particular race. She may have run before in other smaller races, but this was the first time in this size of race. You're talking about what, 27%, 28% of the vote? That's not terrible. That is not terrible in a place that always goes Democrat and has done so for the past 50 or 60 years. So Sunny Hostin was just a hater at that particular point. I got to give Meghan McCain a little bit of credit here because she's the one that actually advocated for Kim Klacik to get on. Although she got attacked by Sunny Hostin and Joy Behar and the rest of the the cackling hens, she was allowed to show her ad that I showed earlier in the video on this channel. Okay, and if you've not seen that, I'll link to it in the box so you can see it again. But that ad was spectacular. It was really well done ad. It's a good way to try and reach out to the black community, to urban inner cities, to areas that never really vote Republican at all. Try to make a difference. Now, will she succeed? I mean, who knows? It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be an uphill battle because you got Kwasi Fume in there, who was the leader of the NAACP national, not local. So that's going to be hard. You got like a celebrity in there and a Democrat. It's going to be hard, but you can't say that we're not out there trying. There's one thing I always hear from those that are on the left, especially black folks. Oh, there's nobody from the conservative side over here. They don't really care about us. They don't want to earn our vote. A couple of things with that. The Democrats don't do anything to earn the black vote. I'm talking about nothing at all. They don't show up. They don't help. They don't do anything. Even if they did show up and they, shaking hands, kissing babies, even if they did do that, they don't do anything when they get there. Look at Baltimore and the way it is. Why does Baltimore look like a war-torn country? Why is that? Maryland's not a poor state. I keep hearing about all the, so-called poor red states, but I don't see a Baltimore in the red state. You just don't see it. With that many people, like 700,000 or so, 600,000 or so people, it should not be looking like that. You have some abandoned towns that may look something like that, but even an abandoned town is not going to be looking in the shape of Baltimore. It just wouldn't be. They tear all them old structures down and they have a bunch of eyesores all over the place, okay? You're not going to see a Baltimore, Maryland in the red state. And if I'm wrong, just prove it. Link it in the box. Find me the Baltimore in the red state. You're going to have some blighted areas of the city wherever you are, whether that's red state, blue state, or whatever. But to have entire swaths of the city just completely blighted, burnt up, burnt down, abandoned, you just don't see that in red states. And that's mostly where black folks live. So I'm having a hard time figuring it out. You got a lot of people that are moving from Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Detroit, Chicago, Milwaukee, Minneapolis, and they're coming down here to Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, Texas, North Carolina. They're coming down here to escape all that. They're coming to red states to escape the blue states, but I'm told that the blue state is better than the red state. I'm told that the left are better than the right. It doesn't make any sense. Hopefully, Kim Klacik and others that are running in blue areas as conservatives will be able to succeed. Not only because they'll be able to improve the city, in my humble opinion, they will also be able to show that it's okay to be a conservative and black or whatever color you are. It's not just for one race or for one little, religious group. It's for all of us to push the nation forward and to help ourselves grow. That's what it's all about. So I'm rooting for her. Hopefully she wins, but it's going to be hard running against Kwasi and Fume. But regardless of what's going on, she's getting that attention, and we need that. If she doesn't win this time, I see keep trying, and then have all of us keep trying. And then it might get to a certain point where in the future, this is going to be normal. It's not going to be just her taking the arrows across the hill. It'll be all of us storming the hill, and you can't stop it. And it'll be more of us than it is of them. Then we can fix some of these failing cities to a more respectable level as they were before all the liberalism set in. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that Kim Klacik was right to point out Joy Behar's hypocrisy? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Did you see her entire appearance on The View? What did you think? She did a good job, bad job? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. I'm rooting for her. Hopefully she is able to succeed. If she doesn't, at least have a good showing and don't give up. All right. If you lose this race, keep on going, keep on trying, and I employ others around the nation to do the same thing. All right. There's plenty of races that are just up for grabs. It can be taken by anybody. I think, what was that, New Hampshire? Somebody ran on the GOP ticket that nobody even really knew, and they wound up being some kind of transgender demon running on the platform of F the police. They had no idea because they were in the GOP, or at least they were listed as a GOP. So they just voted straight ticket, GOP. And then now you got transgender, vampire, whatever they quote unquote identify as. All right. So there's races like that all over the nation, unopposed. You can just get in there and get it. And we need to do a lot more of that. Get those unopposed seats, become more politically active and more active in the community. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.